Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately...
The defense, they're expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third-best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Clark. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the give off the left side. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got a man. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Working on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. But you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play the
own wall on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Clark. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. The give on the inside. as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. With jet sweep pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, North Carolina! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking downfield, it's Clark. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, number 19. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active. He's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return. Carolina offense returns to the field. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to...
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To throw, it's Clark. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to...
Breaks into the open. He's finally stop, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Calhoun. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd. The team's proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Looking for a man. It's Clark. He lost one down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game to get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Byrne. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Sent it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's got his man. Just keeps moving. On the sweet spin, he's free. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Clark. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Caught in the backfield. It's Street. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field, not up.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Here's the pressure. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the...
Converts on 4th down, still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Clark. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what right there?
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like...
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march and turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, and you preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fighting off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Clark. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To the air on second down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fit it in the window for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to pass, it's Clark. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking left. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks.